So, folks, know that you might be doing some last-minute back-to-school shopping, but in the hustle and bustle, make sure to check for counterfeit products. Director of Communications at the Consumer Affairs Commission, Ms. Latoya Halstead, is here to tell us what to look out for. Morning, ma'am. Welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Good morning, Neville. Thank you.
So how many reports you get daily, weekly, monthly on people finding out that they have counterfeit stuff?
Generally, it is not confined only to counterfeit. What we're focusing on is the back-to-school period when we normally have a 5 to 10% increase in the number of complaints. And this generally tends to focus on bags, shoes, and books.
Counterfeit.
Not totally counterfeit, but some of it is.
So what would be the other reasons I would come to you or to complain?
In terms of books,
Yeah.
Persons would have written their names in the books and they would have wrapped the books. And when you take that back to the store, the bookstore cannot sell it to somebody else because somebody else's name is in it.
Okay.
So what we caution parents is that when you purchase books, do not write the names, do not wrap the books until you have confirmed with the teacher
That
this is what we will be using.
If I buy something and I wear it, say shoes,
Right.
and I wear it, and then after I wear it once, twice, I realize that it's counterfeit. What can I do?
You would have spent brand money. So normally a shoes that say cost $3,000, you pay $3,000 for it. But if something is masquerading as a brand and you pay $10,000 for it, that warrants a redress because you have been misled.
But I wear it already and all.
It doesn't matter.
So I can get back all of my money?
That is what we're here for.
Oh.
Because, okay, I'll give you an example. A consumer bought disc pads. They were purported to be genuine. After 2 months, they went. Where's the genuineness in that? That is not the normal lifespan. So the Consumer Affairs worked on that case and the consumer was able to get back full refund.
How can you prove that though? You said disc pads, right? So I put it on my car and I use it and then after 2 or 3 weeks I say, but this is not good. And how can I prove?
What is you have to find out what is the general wear and tear of a genuine part.
Right.
And it is the same in the instance of the shoes. This is contacting the manufacturer and saying, if we buy a pair of shoes from you, right? How long is it expected to last?
Okay. Yeah. Did you say that back to school time it goes up? The reports go up?
After the rush where everybody generally trying to do last minute shopping, what generally happens, we see a 5 to 10% increase in the number of complaints. And I'm going to ask, beg, plead to consumers, ensure that you get a receipt when you purchase your items. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to 3 R's. You either repair it, replace it, or you get a redress.
Yep. There was a problem downtown with some shoes.
Right.
I happened to have one of the genuine ones, and I happened to see one of the fake ones. Well, I could not tell the difference. I couldn't tell the difference. I'm serious. I looked at it, I put it beside the one that I have that I didn't know was real and so, and I could not tell the difference. Explain what we're looking at here.
What you are looking at there,
Is that little mark they're going to tell me that is a fake?
well, it's smaller for sure. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but back to the question. So how I know? Because when it's a real good counterfeit, you can't tell.
Well, that is the problem now. We don't have everything down pat. But what we can advise consumers is that there are some things that you do look out for, the obvious. When we just saw Adidas a while ago, well, as you can see, that was a DIDAS, I believe.
Yeah.
Can you imagine they put a DD? So you must know how it is spelled. Look out for grammatical.
We don't notice it.
Exactly. Check the quality of the material. Remember, when brands are making items, they have a reputation to protect.
Yeah.
So if at any point you recognize that what you bought for however much money, there is an issue with it, come to us, or you can directly go to the vendor.
Yeah.
And what we advise really and truly is go to the vendor first to query it, and if you're having an issue, come to us.
You said earlier that back to school time there's a spike. On what? Is the bags,
A
is the
general
books, is the shoes,
increase
is what?
in complaints, but this is more for bags
Yeah.
and shoes as it relates to products, and books, as I mentioned,
Yeah.
because books are bought and it's not necessarily one that's going to be used, and the parents would have already put the name and and put the wrapping
So
on
in
it.
the book case, obviously, it's not counterfeit.
No,
You're
it's
talking
not
about it's just
counterfeit.
buying what you don't need.
Or what you have been advised to purchase, but you still end up not using it, which is why we say verify with the teacher. Although you're going to get it because it comes on the book list, you know.
Hold on then, man. Then if it's on the book list, not the school, tell me I must buy it.
Yes, the
So then
book,
when I
the
buy it-
school says you're to purchase it.
Right.
However, at the time, in terms of availability, that does not necessarily mean that it will be there. So the system or the Ministry of Education might have to change and say, use this one instead.
Then the school not supposed to advise me of that?
Which is why I say double check with the school. Because remember, the book lists are issued shortly after school closes. So this is now the
Okay.
2-month span.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I hear what you said. So I might end up buying a book that by the time term starts, is not that book we're using again.
Exactly. Exactly.
And if I put my child's name in it, I can't sell it. I can't take it back to the store.
Only unless you find another child who needs that book with the same name.
So me can just cross out the name and say my name.
You would have defaced the book.
What else you get a lot of reports on, apart from the bags and stuff?
Apart from the bags,
Appliances, I suspect.
appliances, definitely. That has been the #1 item.
Appliances.
Yes, electrical items. Because
And is there a specific appliance that is number one?
no, well, let's say small appliances, because generally persons going to the store, one, you don't know, say something is called Sam. I don't know Sam. It doesn't have a reputation, but you see it, it's within your budget, you purchase it. Sometimes you come out of the store without even checking whether or not it works, yeah or nay. You don't get a receipt, you don't get a warranty. No, that's setting up yourself for a big, big fall.
Wow. Whew. Have a big job.
Well, guess what? We're here for everybody because we're all consumers at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
man. And what we do? We just call or we have to
You
come
can-
in or what?
You can call 906-5425. You can go on Facebook, CAC Jamaica. You can also email us, info@cac.gov.jm. And if you see me, just talk to me.
And I guess at Christmas, things...
Generally, you have that spike as
yeah,
well.
Things get weird at Christmas.
Exactly.
You know, I just wish we would use our expertise to do great things. But we're good enough, we're bright, we're smart, we have plenty of ability, but sometimes we send it down the wrong road. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Hopefully you won't have a spike this Christmas.
I'm hoping that you'll help us with that.
Come on.
Yes.
This is just my Director of Communications at the Consumer Affairs Commission, Latoya Halstead.